It's all standards everywhere you go. Quality assurance all the time. We are dedicated in service delivery, taking care of your needs. Kebs, the only standard mark for your approval. Kebs, whatever in your sight, you have to get it right. For testing is Kebs, for measurement is Kebs, assessment is Kebs. It is standard for quality lab.
The Kenya Bureau of Standards is this year marking 40 years of existence. It was established in 1974, and its main mandate at that time was development of standards and quality control for locally made products. Due to increased trade liberalization, its mandate was expanded to include inspection of imports. For the past 40 years, the institution has been your key partner in ensuring the products you consume are of good quality and safe.
Kenya Bureau tumefika. Pongezi twatoa kwenu.
The celebrations marking 40 years of the Kenya Bureau of Standards service to Kenyans took place on Tuesday, the 14th of October this year. The event coincided with the World Standards Day. As part of the 40-year celebrations, Kebs launched an SMS functionality that now makes it possible for a consumer to make an inquiry to find out whether a particular item is in Kebs database or not.
It is a really wonderful product. We urge Kenyans to participate in testing this and give back feedback to the Kebs. So this product is now officially launched, ladies and gentlemen.
The SMS number is 20023. The text should read SM hashtag followed by name of the product or permit number of the product.
Mutumishi papa unichasera niweze kumushinda shetani. Papa unichasera niweze kumushinda shetani.
Koichinko ukiona kitu kiothe turakihana na koichinka uya tuma SMS kayewa.
Ukiona kitu ambaye iko fake unaweza kutuma SMS, ndio kwa maana ukuchu unatumia kitu mzuri.
We congratulate Kebs as they celebrate 40 years of excellence. The strength of the industry in any country is much dependent on the strength of the standard body in that country. Kebs has been beneficial to industries in terms of conforming to the standard, in terms of increasing our market access to the regions, both local, international, and regional market.
If there's no conformity and the standards are not adhered to, in terms of equipment, in terms of products and services, then you are unlikely to attract foreign direct investment.
During the celebrations, speaker after speaker highlighted some of the achievements of the institution in the last 40 years and why Kenyans should be keen on standards.
Our testing turnaround time now stands at 97% as a result of increased investment and improved processes in our laboratories. We have developed more than 7,900 standards and over 1,200 have been harmonized under the East African community.
Our scope currently entails standardization, metrology, and conformity assessment for commodities and services in all sectors of the economy, not only in Kenya, but also in the African region.
The challenges and opportunities ahead were highlighted too.
Why can't we use our standards to improve the quality? We kill ourselves. We are actually the viruses to ourselves, to our continent.
There is so much going on that a good or a product comes from one country, value is added in another country, and it's consumed in the third country. And so whilst making sure that we participate and take a fair share of production of manufactured goods in the world by focusing on building our industrial base, we can only be able to participate in international trade if we are also able to make sure that those goods that are manufactured in our country are of acceptable standards that can be accepted in other markets worldwide.
Kwa ujenzi
The Kenya Bureau of Standards has a team of inspectors who randomly check whether products being sold in the market meet the required standards.
We look at how the goods are packaged, whether they are properly marked, whether they are bearing our certification marks. We look for three types of marks. We have the diamond mark of quality, the standardization mark for local products, and the import standardization mark for imported products. It has to have at least one of the three.
When we find that a product does not comply, then we follow up with the management of the outlet to know the channels through which they got the product into the shelves.
Mama, hata mimi nimekuja na shida kama hiyo. Shida gani? Bwana, naelezea mama, bwana pia tumenunua hapa mafuta ya kupika. Tumeendesha usiku mzima mpaka dakika. Hizi vitu zake anaekea watu hapa. Inaonekana hizi vitu zime-expire na ndio anakuja kutuuzia.
Kwa wananchi wote, ukienda pahali ushuku kitu. Ndio. Kebs wameanza toll free line, namba ya simu ambayo bila malipo. Wewe.
Ni vizuri.
0800.
0800
22 13 50. Ukipiga hiyo, unaambia kuna mtu mnadai kama huyu. Tayari mnaona sheria.
One of the sectors that has been adversely affected by dishonesty is the liquor industry, which has in the recent past seen an influx of illicit killer brews.
We haven't given them our S-mark, they haven't come to us. So what do? They will steal our S-mark. If they haven't stolen our S-mark, they will use used bottles which have our S-mark. There is not a single person whose product we've approved that has harmed any Kenyan. Kebs alone cannot be able to deal with those individuals. And that's the reason why we now have an intergovernmental committee to deal with this problem.
The construction industry is not spared either. You are likely to fall into the trap of buying substandard building materials, for example, reinforcement steel bars.
One of the things that we've agreed with the steel sector in this country is that effective January 1, all steel products will be branded, such that when you go into a hardware shop and you buy a Y8, you will know that this Y8 has come from factory XYZ Limited. That way, we will be able to trace the steel products back to the manufacturers.
One of the key milestones in Kebs' 40-year journey is investment in testing laboratories. Kebs has put in place state-of-the-art infrastructure. It has specialized laboratories covering food and agricultural products, electrical and electronic, mechanical and civil engineering, as well as GMO, genetically modified organisms, and microbiology laboratories. Besides, there are metrology laboratories which deal with measurements.
These are products that have been brought for private sampling. So the customer wants to know the quality of their product.
Kebs inspects imported goods that have an impact on health, safety and environment, such as food and agricultural products, chemical products, electrical products, toys and infant wear.
The action now should be focused at the county level. That is really where we are going to see the coming up of, for example, the micro and small enterprises springing up. And as they come up, they should be in a position to start embracing standards.
We are today, one of the top, standards body on the continent of Africa that is providing a lot of lessons and training
to a lot of our neighboring countries for people to actually come and learn from.
From having just 4 employees, the Kebs family now boasts of over 850 members of staff. Kebs thrives on the teamwork of a highly motivated staff force who enjoy a good pension scheme and training opportunities.
I was employed at Kenya Bureau of Standards in 1981, so I have done about 34 years right now. I came to Kenya Bureau of Standards as a little girl. When that time we were using typewriters as a typist. I have been given an opportunity, I have trained until I got my degree in business administration.
I joined this organization in 1978, and I would say Kenya Bureau of Standards is one of the best employers. I'm glad to have worked with them for that long. Since I joined the Bureau, I've seen it grow from one strength to another.
Apart from our government, which has done and invested a lot of money in Kebs, we've been receiving a lot of support from other partners.
I envision a Kebs that is efficient through use of technology, a Kebs that has staff that is informed and able to articulate the importance of standards, a Kebs that has the necessary facilities to sustain that leading role.